Hello, my name is Noel Hughes, and today my group and I are going to be talking about the Fresno State Amendola Family Student Cupboard. My group consists of myself, Melinda, Diego, and Angelica. So the Fresno State Student Cupboard is a food security project. It's also called the Amendola Family Student Cupboard. The food security project was created in August of 2014 and hopes to find ways to support the current Fresno State students that are experiencing food insecurity and other challenges. Alida Espinoza, Fresno State Public Health faculty member, conducted research and found that approximately 31% of students she surveyed were experiencing food insecurity at Fresno State. According to the Fresno State website, it states that the Food Securities Project's mission statement is to aim to provide current Fresno State students with food and other basic needs in an effort to empower our students to succeed academically. There have currently been 84,830 students that have visited the student cupboard, and the student cupboard receives an average of 600 student visits per week. The cupboard is primarily funded by monetary donations, but also accepts food and hygiene donations with requirements that the items are not expired or past the best-by date. The Amendola Family Student Cupboard is a free food and hygiene pantry that is available for currently enrolled Fresno State students. It's where students are able to choose from a variation of perishable and non-perishable items to take home to cook. Hygiene packs are dispersed on the first and the third Wednesdays and Thursday of each month. When visiting the Amendola Family Student Cupboard, students can shop the same way they would at a grocery store. You grab a shopping basket and take up to one of each item unless it's stated otherwise, and unlimited fruits and vegetables. When the student is finished shopping, they can walk to the front desk with the items, and a student assistant will check you out using your Fresno State student ID or a student ID number. Students can also volunteer at the student cupboard. This is a great way to be involved and help the community. Now that we have discussed some marketing objectives, our team has chose one marketing objective, and this is our marketing plan, how to better raise awareness for the Fresno State Student Cupboard to help reach more students in need. So in more specifics, you can see here on the PowerPoint, it says that we want to increase the average number of visits per day to the student cupboard by about 63%. So currently right now, they get 123 visits a day on average, and we want to raise that to about 200 visits a day on average. And so some steps we can take to do this are obtaining more volunteers. Obtaining more volunteers would allow for more productive work and allow the cupboard to be more efficient in creating marketing materials that would attract visitors. So overall, just more help with the marketing aspect would help a lot with the student cupboard and with the staff they currently have. So secondly, another great step to take towards obtaining more visitors would be bulking in advertising and marketing. So this would include creating flyers, posters, online posts, etc. And these flyers and posters could include information about the cupboard and how the cupboard could benefit students who see these advertisements. So these flyers would need to be posted all over campus and areas around campus where student traffic is heavy and can get attention. Posters posted outside of the student cupboard could be a great way to catch eyes passing by the cupboard and to grab the attention and interest of others. Another strategy is using online social media. So creating informational social media posts on a consistent basis could increase the awareness of the cupboard overall. And a suggestion can maybe be doing like a giveaway bundle or something that's just more persuasive in a giveaway to sort of catch more attention from the students to the Fresno State cupboard's social media platforms. Another way that we came up with to promote awareness and develop more visits to the Fresno State Student Cupboard would maybe be doing like a big fundraiser. Not only would these fundraisers allow for more donations and income for the cupboard to be able to provide more food to the students, but these fundraisers could also be used as a way to attract more students to the cupboard. ideas for this could be doing a raffle, fun activities, etc. And then lastly, a strong way to create more awareness for the Fresno State Student Cupboard is updating the current website. The Cupboard's website is a great resource for students to easily find information about everything there is to know about the Student Cupboard, but maybe updating the website to make it more user friendly and eye-catching could attract more students to go on to the website and scroll through it. This, in hopes, would be to attract more students to the website and then, in turn, guide them to the Student Cupboard for further information and assistance.
Okay, so for the overview of the marketing mix, the Amendola Family Student Cupboard is because of the Fresno State Food Security Project. That's why it's here. It's here to provide a service. They're providing food for those who are in need of those basic needs. The target market is towards Fresno State students. The Student Cupboard is here to provide those foods and other hygienic needs for only Fresno State students. It is open to all of them. Anyone can come in and get whatever they need. The place of distribution is actually in the cupboard itself. It's a little store that you can go in and get the food that you need for what you're gonna want for that night or later that week. You can even come in and get some food for your family as well. The great thing about it is that they don't charge anybody because it's here for those who are in need of it. They want people to come in, take what they need, and be able to leave without any hesitation or insecurity about it. And for their promotions, they do a lot of social media promotions. They mostly do posts on Instagram and on Twitter or X. These accounts promote different small events and other show where you can get free food and hygiene options for the students. And especially their Twitter account is great for basic need tips on the daily.
Okay, I'll be talking about the current financial status for the Student Cupboard. The Student Cupboard receives monetary and food donations from individuals, community members, local nonprofit organizations, banks, and various businesses. Funding for the Student Cupboard also comes from state sources and grants. They work with Central California Food Bank to purchase food and receive some free items. Local businesses such as the First Quality's Produce, the Meat Market, and the Crystal Creamery are the main sources for produce, meat, and dairy products. The Student Cupboard has numerous community partners and donors. Fundraisers, including a recent day of giving, helps raise funds for different departments, programs, and services. The Student Cupboard also has a director of development who obtains monetary donations for the Student Cupboard and other programs within their division. They have a CalFresh grant that supports their CalFresh coordinator salary and some student staff administered by the CSU Chico. And the funds are used for a variety of food items, hygiene products, student parent resources, and staff salaries.
Okay, so for our SWOT analysis, the strengths that I thought the cupboard has are that it has easy access for students because it is on campus. They can just go and get what they need right after class. They have a strong mission statement. They're here to provide for people. They have quite the variety of food, and they are worked and ran by mostly students. I think a weakness that they have is the location, though, because it is kind of hard to find in the industrial tech building. And the building itself is very concrete and doesn't seem very warm and welcoming. I think that they could probably get some more help in there. They could use some more marketing for sure. And I think that while they have a good variety of product, they definitely could use more. I think a good opportunity for them would be a new location or having someone that could be a marketing consultant. I know they already do a lot of fundraising, but more fundraising is always good and helpful. And I really think that they could use some new signage. I know that part of our job was making new signage for them inside of the actual cupboard. However, their big signs that are outside of the building probably need to be updated. Some threats that I saw were their budgets, specifically because they just don't have enough money to keep up with how much food people want to take. So because of this, they have to end up limiting how much people can actually take. And so it's hard for students to come in and take what they need, but can't take everything that they need because they do have to consider everyone else. And another threat is that they may not be able to reach those students that are in need of the help that they provide.
For the marketing objective, it raises awareness of Fresno State Student Cupboard and its amenities within the Fresno State student community. It launches targeted marketing efforts and uses various social media channels to reach students. It partners with student organizations to promote awareness and access to the student cupboard. It undertakes outreach activities to make students aware of available resources. It extends the CBO's operations outside the Fresno State campus, and then it forms connections within the community-based groups, educational institutions, and colleges to provide assistance to a larger population facing food insecurity.
Okay, so the promotional plan to implement the marketing objective would be one would be to gain awareness from students who need assistance and for any potential volunteers. So anybody who would like to join, we want to gain awareness to as much people as we possibly can. Also, to advertise videos through social media and to use creative content to also gain a larger audience. To conduct surveys to students who visit the student cupboard and implement any new suggestions for the basic needs of the community. So like it'd be good to always try to improve every year, just kind of reflect and see if there's any ways we can add value to the resources that we provide. Maybe we can find new resources that are also proper, that are also helpful. So also gain a larger audience by including all platforms for social media. I noticed they only had Instagram and X and Twitter. So I think if they added all platforms, I think they'd get a bigger audience. So like Snapchat, Facebook, TikTok, because not everyone, some people like different social platforms. So if they only stick to those three that they have, they're limiting their audience. And then to target specific places by following programs on social media such as WIC, welfare offices, homeless shelters, places like that. Okay. So the conclusion is so at the end of the year they should do a reflection where they should reflect on how well they did based on the amount of profits that they've achieved. And then it's good to always apply new insights. So if there is less of a profit one year, they would need to identify certain weak points that may have caused that to happen. And then the same for the opposite. If there's a gain in the profit They can identify what helped increase the profit, so they could take note of all the things that all the strong points and all the weak points. So the objective to monitor, the objective is to gain a larger audience. So monitor the progress is to make sure the financial profits are reaching a certain threshold that allows them to keep providing services that are self-sustaining. Possible improvements. A survey can be given to students who visit the student cupboard, asking them if their needs are met. And then that'll allow them to make any suggestions. And then finally, it's good to keep up to date with the community's economic demand for resources, because the CBO provides the supply. So this means that these two are in direct correlation with one another. So supply and demand, it's good to just always, be up to date with what the community wants, because every year it's kind of, things change every once in a while, so it's good to always update. And that's it.